Good evening, everyone, and welcome here to McDonough Park as the Red Wings welcome the Jamestown Tarp Skunks, who sit in second place for the first time this season. Our apologies for the delay. Jamestown's bus was stuck on the highway, so we are getting first pitch out as soon as possible. Michael Sardu will be the starter today. Let's take a quick look at the defensive alignment for the hometown Red Wings. So I'll go left to right in the outfield. Turner, Briggs, and Bowerman. Third to first, starting with Casey Burkroff. Shortstop, Chase Fogg. Then Bermudez and Santana over at first. Again, Michael Sardu, the starter today for the Red Wings. It'll be something of a bullpen game. And the catcher today will be Zane Barron. The DH, per usual, is Zach Banks. And the extra hitter is J.D. Robinson. Let's look at 1 through 10 really quick for the Tarp Skunks. Batting first, second baseman Brady McGuire. Batting second, the first baseman Nolan Smith. Batting third, the left fielder Ben Slanker. Cleanup hitter, playing center field, Justin Bremner. Batting fifth, the catcher Nathan Borchard. Batting sixth, the third baseman Blake Herman. Batting seventh, the shortstop Brady Marshall. And just give me 1 second here, folks. Batting eighth, the extra hitter, Eric Weeks. Batting ninth, the right fielder, Dom Costello. And rounding out the lineup for the visiting Tarp Skunks, the DH, number 29, Joaquin Rodriguez Costa. So Sardu deals his first strike of the game. And the count is 1-1 on Brady McGuire. Brady McGuire, 105 at-bats this season. A .352 hitter, .489 on base, good for a .956 OPS. He's got 20 RBIs. The Tarp Skunks coming in second place, 2 games back behind the first place Muck Dogs as the count runs full on the leadoff man, McGuire. Payoff. Grounded to Burkroff. Misplayed and goes off the heel of his glove. So the leadoff man will reach, an early error for the Red Wings. So here is Nolan Smith. Nolan Smith, another stalwart in this Tarp Skunks offense that has been deadly all year. 123 at-bats, a .317 average, .459 on base, and an .809 OPS. Grounded, past Santana at first and into right field. Bowerman grabs it as McGuire heads to third. So men on the corners, nobody out for the Tarp Skunks. And here is Ben Slanker. We see just how impressive this lineup is. And they're threatening here early in the first inning. Sardu just misses. He's behind 2-0 on Slinker. There's a strike. Sardu's 2-1 pitch. Missed outside. He falls behind 3-1. Ben Slinker has not gotten nearly as many at-bats as the rest of his teammates have. There's 8 Tarp Skunks who have over 90 at-bats as Slinker works a walk and loads the bases. Bremner leads the team in at-bats with 129. He's got a .318 average, a .414 on base, and an .840 OPS. He leads the team also in RBIs with 27. And a big spot here. Inside outs it to center field, and Briggs bluffs, and he slides. 1 run comes in, but a nice deke out there in center. If he played it like it was going to one-hop to him, 2 men might have come in. Just 1 comes in. And base is still loaded. Nobody out for Nathan Borchard. If I'm not mistaken, 4 out of 5 of the top 5 in Tarp Skunks lineup, as that one dunks into center field. Briggs has no play. 2 men in to score. 3-0 Jamestown here in the first. Excuse me, just 1 man came in. 2-0. So here's a righty, finally. 4 out of the first 6 batters the Tarp Skunks have sent up are left-handed, so they have the advantage there as Sardu, the righty, deals a strike. Marshall has over 100 at-bats at 104, a .346 hitter, .496 on base, and an .881 OPS. And the Tarp Skunks, as I mentioned, they're in second place, but if you looked at just the stats, you wouldn't be able to tell. You'd think that they were in first by a long shot. They are first in hits with 377, first in RBIs with 236, first in extra base hits, first in total bases with 504 in just less than 40 games. They have the least strikeouts in the league as Barron keeps it within reach to hold the runners on base. First in the league in batting average at .305 for the team average, and first in slugging with .407. They also hold a 50-point lead in OPS amongst the second place team. Oh, man. Sardu got ahead 1-2 and plunks Blake Herman to walk in a run. Now it is 3-0. The base is still loaded, and the Red Wings yet to record an out. The Red Wings have the highest ERA in the league at 9.35, and they also have the highest WHIP, which is walks and hits in innings pitched. For those of you that may not know, it sits at 2.18. So, in other words, they allow over 2 base runners on every inning. And this could be 2. Burcroft, nice play, comes home to cut the runner down and get the first out. So Marshall reaches on the fielder's choice. So Sardu looking for another ground ball. Barron behind the dish had no play at first to make the double play, as Weeks swings and misses on the slider. Another slider. This one wrapped foul. Sardu ahead 0-2. The Red Wings have dropped 12 of their last 13 games, and that's only because they are coming off of a tie, a 5-5 tie on Sunday night versus the Pilots. This one hit hard, and it goes to second. Bermudez fires to first in time. It's a ground ball double play. Nice turn by Burcroft over there at third, and good throw to first by Bermudez to end the inning. But the Tarp Skunks jump early. It is 3-0 with the Red Wings due up in the bottom of the first. And we'll stay right here in between innings. Let's take a quick look at the team stats as we see Jamestown leading 3-0 here early in the bottom of the first with the Red Wings due up. First three hitters for the Red Wings will be Zach Banks, J.D. Robinson, and Chase Fogg. Getting back to my point, the team stats for the Tarp Skunks, 305 team batting average, 819 OPS. They average 7.3 runs a game, and they have just a 4.29 team ERA. Those first three stats are first in the PGCBL, not just the West Division, in the entire PGCBL. The Red Wings, a 243 average, 667 team OPS. They average about 5.4 runs a game, and their ERA north of 9 at 9.35. Let's look at the defensive alignment for the Tarp Skunks. I'll go left to right. Slinker, Bremner, and Costello. Now third to first in the infield. Herman at third. Marshall, McGuire, and Smith over at first. Easton Barnett, the starter today, comes in with a 5.86 ERA. And the catcher will be Nathan Borchard. The DH is Rodriguez Costa, and the extra hitter is Eric Weeks. First pitch from Barnett is out, and he misses for a ball. There's a strike from Barnett. Easton Barnett gets Banks to hit a high fly ball to Bremner in center field. And there is one away. So here's J.D. Robinson with one out here in the bottom of the first. Robinson takes outside. From what I can see so far, the zone is going to be pretty tight tonight. Borchard back there for the Tarp Skunks already having discussions with the home plate umpire as Robinson pops one up. McGuire ranges over for the second out. So Barnett retires the first two Red Wings he sees. Grounded up the middle. It is there for McGuire, and he throws to first to retire Fogg. And the Red Wings go down in order here. 1, 2, 3. Easton Barnett looking sharp. And the Tarp Skunks lead 3-0. Sardu comes right at Dom Costello, leading things off here in the top of the second. First pitch strike. And a grounder up the middle and through for a base hit. Leadoff man aboard in back-to-back innings to start things off here at McDonough Park for the Tarp Skunks. And Joaquin Rodriguez Costa getting his first look, batting out of the 10th hole. Slider misses to Rodriguez Costa. Jamestown leads the season series 3-0. The last time these two teams met was a doubleheader back on July 13th. The Skunks won Game 1 4-1 and Game 2 8-2. Check swing, the appeal to the field umpire. He did not go around. Chase Fogg was 2 for 6 in the doubleheader. Banks was 1 for 6. Santana was 2 for 5 with 2 ribbies. And Briggs was 2 for 5 with a walk and a run scored. Brady Marshall, which is far more relevant here in this inning, as we may see him again here in the second. In the doubleheader, he was 4 for 5 with 2 walks, an RBI, and a run scored. Sardu evens the count at 2-2. Count runs full. Payoff pitch misses low, and he walks Rodriguez Costa. Tarp Skunks back to the top of the order for Brady McGuire. Tried to go back to the same spot, but just missed. about a half a ball further outside. Two men on, nobody out. And Sardu working ahead. Count 1-2 on McGuire. McGuire reached on an error in the first. The 2-2 pitch. Popped up. Left side. Burkroff calls off Fogg. And there is one away. Infield fly rule in effect on that last play. Burkroff caught it anyway. Check swing. Did he go? No, he did not. Nolan Smith singled and came around to score in the first. Whiffs at a breaking ball there. And Sardu is working ahead of these hitters. We've seen a lot of 1-2 counts, 2-2 counts, even 0-2. Lopsided scoreboard here early. We've seen a lot of singles so far from the Tarp Skunks, getting the foot down, putting it in play, but they're just solid hitters. They can drive the ball into the gap, put the ball over the wall, or dunk it in to some empty grass. And this one slicing into left center. Turner isn't going to get there. It's over his head. Rodriguez Costa rounding third and coming home. McGuire is held up at third. It's an RBI double for Nolan Smith. 4-0, Jamestown. Big cut and a miss. Swung out of his shoes. Fouls it off, and he's behind 0-2. Barron goes out to have a chat with Sardu. Nice gesture by the home plate umpire, giving Sardu a new ball. I don't believe we've seen this umpire here at McDonough Park this season. Just one time. This one is flown out to center field. Briggs puts it away to retire Slanker. A run comes in, no throw. 5-0 early here, Jamestown. Tarp Skunks usually coached by Frank Jagoda. He has been their head coach for a couple of years now. So that one is foul tipped. Today, Mike Bowles, the interim coach, Head coach Jagoda couldn't make it to this contest this evening here in Geneva, New York. Beautiful day, 75 degrees as the high today. Not a cloud in the sky. Buckles Slanker on the slider. Count 1 and 2. Excuse me, Bremner. Slanker just flew out. Sack fly. Painted on the outside corner. Bremner down looking to end the inning. Sardou picks up his first strikeout. The Tarp Skunks add to their lead with 2 here in the second. It is 5-0, Tarp Skunks. Let's take a look at the lineup, 1 through 10 for the Red Wings, 10 not shown. My program doesn't allow for it. We saw Banks, Robinson, and Fogg go down in order. Aiken Santana back in the lineup today. He was off on Sunday for rest. And Briggs, Burcroft, Turner, Barron, Bowerman, and Bermudez batting 10th, playing second base. Barnett misses upstairs, and Santana ahead 1-0. Check swing. The appeal to first. He did not go around. Close call. Santana, 339 hitter across 112 at-bats. Second on the team. First in average. 403 on base and a 796 OPS. It fell down into the 740s at one point, so good to see Santana working his way back up in the world. His OPS is third on the team, I believe. Unless you want to count Sardou, that has a 837 OPS. That's across 49 at-bats. Ground ball up the middle. Marshall grabs it, gets to his feet, and fires. Not in time. Santana beats it out for an infield leadoff single. So here's Dylan Briggs, comes up with a man on first and nobody out. Impressive play by the shortstop Marshall to even keep that in the infield. I think Santana would have been held to a single no matter what, but still. Briggs takes a strike. If you didn't get a chance to watch the game or read the game recap on our website in our news section, as Briggs grounds it to second, this could be 2. There's 1 on to first. It's a double play. Briggs tripled and had a multi-hit game back on Sunday. 2 RBIs. Briggs has been swinging the stick really good as of late, and he plays an excellent center field. He has been very reliable all season long, alongside his two all-star teammates, Zach Banks and Aiken Santana. This one is wrapped to McGuire at second. That'll do it here in the second. Barnett works around the leadoff infield single and retires the next the next two in order. 5-0 Jamestown after 2. The Tarp Skunks are coming off of a 6-2 victory over the first place Batavia Muck Dogs, who, as I mentioned, they are 2 games back of. They have 5 games left, including this contest, and finish their regular season on Sunday against those first place Muck Dogs in what could decide who finishes in first place in the West Division of the PGCBL. Haven't had an opportunity to watch these Tarp Skunks very much this season. As I said, this is their first time here at McDonough Park. But from what I can tell, they're a very fundamentally sound baseball team who puts the ball in play, runs the bases well, plays good defense, and pitches very well. So look out for them in the playoffs that are upcoming. Red Wings make an early call to the bullpen. Sardou's afternoon is over with. He went 2 innings pitched, gave up 5 hits and 5 runs. Matt Mady is the reliever in for Sardou, and he misses first pitch up and away. The Red Wings have allowed, on average, 11.5 runs a game in their last 13. They're scoring just 4.7. Swung out of his shoes. It's the second time I've said that. Borchardt singled back in the first and brought home a runner. The 3-1. Missed upstairs. Borchardt is aboard. Here is Blake Herman. Herman squares around a bunt. Can't get it down. Just misses with the slider, does Mady. Count evens at 1-1. It's been a rough summer for Mady, allowing a lot of base runners via the walk, tinkering with his arm slot. He was a sidewinder coming in to the summer. Now, as you see, throws over the top as he gets Herman to miss on the fastball. 1-2 to the Tarp Skunks, third baseman. Mady checks on the runner. Borchardt back in safely. The 1-2 swing and a miss. First strikeout for Mady sends Herman back to the dugout. One away. Marshall, cue shot. Santana takes it himself. Borchardt moves up to second. And there is 2 down. As I mentioned earlier, the Tarp Skunks first in the PGCBL in runs batted in, coming into the game at 236. So and extra base hits with 87. So man on second base in scoring position. You'd assume Eric Weeks will be looking to dunk a single into some outfield grass and bring his teammate home. Fly ball to left field. Jack Turner is there and puts it away to end the inning. The Tarp Skunks can't get the leadoff man home. And it is 5-0 with the Red Wings due up. So here's Jack Turner leading off the home half of the third for the Red Wings. Swings and misses on the fastball from Barnett. Another swing and a miss on the fastball. Barnett ahead, 1-2. Barnett tries to get Turner to expand. He doesn't budge. The count is even at 2-2. Now full. The payoff. Wave and a miss. Drop third strike. Turner tagged out by Borchard. One away. Barron, soft ground ball to Marshall. One pitch, one out. Nobody on, 2 outs. Here is Tim Bowerman. Been getting some run recently in Jaden Madrid's absence. Bowerman buckled on the off-speed pitch. Fouled back. Barnett's 1-2. Missed upstairs, 2-2. Back-to-back full counts from the righty Barnett. 2-1 walk to strikeout ratio coming into the game. 22 strikeouts, 11 walks. And the payoff pitch is grounded to first. Smith takes it himself, and it ends the inning. Red Wings go down in order, 1-2-3 for the second time in 3 innings. And Tarp Skunks holding on to a 5-0 advantage. That brings up Dom Costello, getting his second at bat here in the fourth. Matt Mady worked a scoreless top of the third. This one is inside, outed off the end of the bat into left center field. Turner gets it in. Leadoff single for Costello. Rodriguez Costa walked in his first plate appearance and came around to score. Just missed. Close pitch. Tarp Skunks designated hitter and a 2-0 hitter's count. Let's see if he gets a fastball from Mady to drive. He will not. The runner takes off. Barron's throw down is to the left side of the base. And it is a stolen base for Dom Costello, who now moves into scoring position. 3-0 on the batter, Rodriguez Costa. A 4-pitch walk to the 10-hole hitter. Second walk of the game. Men on first and second. Back to the top of the lineup is Jamestown. Here's Brady McGuire. And he is plunked on the backside. McGuire hit by a pitch and loads the bases for Nolan Smith. Still nobody out here in the top of the fourth. Tarp Skunks 6 runs on 6 hits so far. And an opportunity to really break this game open for Ben Slanker. Bases loaded, nobody out. Swing and a miss. Slanker walked in his first plate appearance. Came around to score. He also walked in a run. Brock Ratterman, the lefty, who has been just an innings eater for the Red Wings on top of being their first baseman for much of the year, is getting warm out in the bullpen. As Mady falls behind 3-1. Again, nowhere to put Slanker. Slanker looking for a pitch to drive. He will not get it. Back-to-back walks that bring home a run, 7-0. Mady's command struggles continue. He has thrown 27 pitches, and just a third of those are strikes. 9 were strikes so far. Grounded up the middle. This could be 2. Fogg grabs it and dives to first. Second. A run comes home. Red Wings finally get the first out. That ball looked like it was going to be a tailor-made double play, but the Red Wings just get 1. Ground ball should be turned into a double play should Mady induce another one. It's just a question of how long will he stay in the top of the 4th. Lined it. Over the leaping try of Bermudez. 1 run scores, and it goes all the way to the wall as it goes under Briggs' glove. Another run coming home. And in there safely with a 2-run triple. Nathan Borchardt. Ten to nothing. Tarp Skunks here through 3 1/3 innings. Red Wings were much more competitive against the Muck Dogs when they welcomed them here to Geneva a few games back. Even held on to a 3-1 lead through the first 3 1/3 innings, and that's when it all fell apart. They were down by 2 for a few innings there in the middle innings. And then the Muck Dogs eventually pulled out in front. The final score was 13-6 against the first place Batavia Muck Dogs. Swing and a miss. Tipped into the glove. Count even at 2-2. Fly ball, deep right center. Briggs on the run and makes an outstanding catch over his shoulder like a wide receiver. The run comes home, 11-0 Jamestown, but you got to credit Dylan Briggs. I mean, he is automatic out there in center field. Mady, first pitch, strike. Marshall didn't necessarily agree. And I don't have enough good things to say about Dylan Briggs. It feels like twice every game we say something, we see an amazing play made by the center fielder. And with that kind of defense, anything you provide at the plate is enough. And he's doing more than enough this season. He has been a bright spot on this Red Wings team. Popped up and out of play. The 1-2. 2-2. Two balls, two strikes, two outs. Mady comes home. And the count is full. Marshall gets on via the walk and passes the baton to the extra hitter, Eric Weeks. Man on first with two outs for Eric Weeks. Weeks is 0 for 2. Check swing. Held up by Plenty. Now 3-0. Red Wings assistant coach comes out, and I'm thinking we're going to see a call to the bullpen. They may try to squeeze the final out here in the top of the fourth out of Mady. And that's what it looks like they're going to do. And to say some more good things about Dylan Briggs, the center fielder this year for the Geneva Redwings, he has converted on 64 of 66 plays out there in center field. That's good for a .985 fielding percentage. Just excellent. Costello pulls off of that one. Had some bad intentions for that baseball. Tarp Skunks have 14 home runs on the year, third in the PGCBL. As Costello, it gets hit square in the back, and it loads the bases again in this inning. $11-0 Jamestown. Lopsided score here in the top of the fourth. As Mady misses inside to the 10-hole hitter. This one popped up down the third base line and out of play. Burcroft gave it a look. Red Wings have not given Rodriguez Costa anything to hit. And he gets one to drive and pops it up. Burcroft chasing down the left field line, and he's not going to get there. Costa gets another life. Two balls, two strikes, two outs. Mady sets and fires. Rodriguez Costa fouls it back. Count full. The payoff. Rodriguez Costa, his third walk of the game, and it brings home a run. RBI for him, and the Tarp Skunks take a 12-0 lead. Back to the top of the order. Base is still loaded. Aiden Alasko in for Brady McGuire. His afternoon will be done. Getting McGuire out early, and they have that luxury when they're up 12-0. McGuire has been a stalwart in their lineup this year at second base. There's a strike. Evens it at 2-2. Two balls, two strikes, two outs. Mady's pitch misses outside, and the count runs full. Again, the count full with the bases loaded. Nowhere to put the pinch hitter, Alasko. The payoff. Walked him. Walks in back-to-back runs, 13-0. And the Red Wings will make a call to the bullpen. Mady, a forgetful appearance in relief. And Ratterman coming in. We will be right back here at McDonough Park. Ratterman, his first pitch is out and in there for a strike. Back-to-back strikes. Ratterman coming out firing. He's ahead 0-2 on the Tarp Skunks first baseman. Check swing. Did he go? No, he did not. Count evens at 2-2. Twos across the board. Ratterman fires. Strike three. Smith down looking to end the inning. Ratterman comes in and works out of the bases loaded jam. But an 8-run fourth has put the game out of reach. The Red Wings need to chip away for any hope at not getting mercy ruled here at McDonough Park. Now pitching for the Tarp Skunks is Cole Schwoko, a lefty. And leading things off will be Christian Bermudez for the Red Wings. Tarp Skunks have brought in a bunch of different players. They're up 13-0, relieving their everyday players of their duties for the afternoon. So bear with me as we make some changes over here. Bermudez in a 2-2 count against Cole Schwoko. Harley Hogue in at second. Aiden Alasko subbing in for Marshall at short. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Bermudez down on strikes. We believe that the outfield is the same. It's hard to say their numbers from up here in the press box. If we figure anything out, we will be sure to let you know. Banks taps it foul. Zach Banks had a great game in the Red Wings' 5-5 tie here on Sunday versus the Newark Pilots. He went 2 for 3 with 2 walks, 2 runs, and a stolen base. Wave and a miss. Schwoko ahead 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes. The lefty Schwoko comes home, and he got Banks. 2 away. The Red Wings look lifeless here in the home half of the 4th. And an 8-run inning will do that to you. You look up at the scoreboard, I mean, we're just through 3.5 innings, and you're down 13-0. Season is coming to an end. It's been a forgetful year in general for a lot of these Red Wings. A ball and 2 strikes on the 2-hole hitter, Robinson. Grounded down the third base line and off the glove of Herman. So Robinson gets a hit, and he's on first with a 2-out single. Fogg is 0 for 1 today, average up to 220 on the year. Was below the Mendoza line for much of the season. He's been swinging the bat a little bit better as of late. 356 on base and a 649 OPS. Swing and a miss. Can't catch up to the fastball and chased out of the zone. Count evens at 2-2. Schwoko looking for a scoreless bottom of the fourth. The lefty deals. He goes right back to that high fastball. Fogg learned from his mistake. Full count on the Red Wings shortstop. The payoff pitch. Swinging strike tipped into the glove of Borchard. So Schwoko works a scoreless bottom of the fourth after the Tarp Skunks put up an 8-run top of the frame. The score is 13-0 as we head to the fifth. So Nico Frizzell jumps on the first pitch and lines it to shortstop. Flaps his arms up and down. That's got to be a frustrating first at bat off the bench for Frizzell. Rederman gets an easy and quick first out. Fly ball, deep left field. Turner in foul territory. He runs out of room. That ball is in the gap in left center. Briggs cuts it off and fires into second. Not in time. Bremner in there with a stand-up double. Borchard tripled in his last at-bat. Brought home 2 Tarp Skunks with him. Another RBI opportunity here for Jamestown's catcher. Three 3-0 on Borchard. Four-pitch walk. 2 men on, bringing up the third baseman, Blake Herman. Herman takes a big hack and whiffs on the fastball. Ripped down the left field line, but foul. Looks like from here it was a foul ball homer. Foul ball. Hits Barron behind the plate. Home plate umpire gives him a few seconds as he walks the ball out to Ratterman. Yo, 2. Grounded to Fogg. Glove flip to second. Bermudez has no play on Herman, who got down the line very well. So the Red Wings get 1. A man moves up to third. Man on the corners with 2 outs. So here is Harley Hogue getting his first ups today. Takes a strike and evens the count at 2-2. Watches it all the way into the glove, and he misses outside. And the count is full. Base open for Ratterman, should he walk him. Runner takes off from first. He's released on the 3-2, 2 outs. This one's popped up and hits us here in the press box. Oh, man, it's the little things. So still 3-2, 2 outs. Runner on first will be released. Payoff. And he walked him, and it gets away from Barron. A run in to score. And the runner advances to third. That was Blake Herman with some heads-up base running. Never content is Jamestown. Still men on the corners. Now it's 14-0. High fly ball, deep left field. Turner ranging back a couple steps in front of the warning track to put it away and end the inning. The Tarp Skunks continue to add. They get one here in the top of the fifth. The score is 14-0 Jamestown. Another call to the bullpen for the Tarp Skunks. This time it's the righty, Brendan Klein. Grounded to first. Smith gobbles it up. One away. Klein blows the fastball by Briggs. And he stays on that one and is foul down the right field line. Too much side spin to that one. Klein's 0-2 pitch. Missed upstairs. Good take. Great discipline at the plate from Briggs. Same pitch. Count even at 2-2. And Briggs works the count to full. The payoff. Missed high and tight. So Briggs from 0-2 to 3-2, and he works a walk. One out base runner for Casey Burkroff. All you Yankees fans out there, Yankees currently leading in Toronto over the Blue Jays 3-1 in the top of the fifth. Max Scherzer, the starter for the Blue Jays, and Cam Schlittler, an upcoming Yankee prospect, the starter for New York. 2-0 on Burkroff. Just missed. Red Wings need base runners. Burkroff hopefully not swinging here on 3-0. As Klein checks on Briggs. Four-pitch walk to Casey Burkroff. Back-to-back walks to the Red Wings. Men on first and second with one away for Jack Turner as Borchardt goes out and talks to Brendan Klein. So after the mound meeting, Klein fires a first pitch strike to Turner. Oh, looked like the same spot. Called the ball. 1-1 on Turner. Yankees take a 4-1 lead after Cody Bellinger hits his 18th home run of the year, deep to right field. 2-1 the count here at McDonough Park on the Red Wings left fielder. Late on the fastball. Klein's 2-2 pitch. Dropped the arm slot and yanked the fastball. Gets away from Borchardt, allowing Briggs to move up to third and Burkroff to second. 2 men in scoring position. Still 1 out. The payoff pitch from Klein hits Turner. Yikes. That's gotta hurt. And the bases are loaded for the first time this evening. Zane Barron will look to get something going here for the Red Wings. That's going to leave a mark on Turner. Klein throws hard. Barron takes a strike. Barron is sawed off. Goes to second and gets Turner. Nice play by Hogue. And the Red Wings get their first run across on the RBI ground out. Klein, after Borchardt met him on the mound and had a chat with him, briefly has thrown a first pitch strike to the last 3 batters. Wave and a miss. Can't catch up to the fastball. And Bowerman behind 0-2. Man on the corners, 2 outs. The 0-2 pitch is fouled back off the bat of Bowerman. Sun has tucked away behind the trees out in left center field. The lights are on. We're in the bottom of the fifth, 14-1 the score. Tarp Skunks lead. The 0-2. High chopper down the third base line. No play for Herman. The 0-2 once more. Missed low.
Mine's got 26 pitches and only 11 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Bowerman can't catch up to the high heater. And he is fanned down on strikes to end the inning. Red Wings strand 2, but get their first run across on an RBI ground out. The score is 14-1 Jamestown. We'll head to the sixth.
Just throw him down the middle, bro.
2-1 pitch popped up down the third base line. Burcroft runs out of room.
Did you hear that?
2-2. Slicing fly ball to Littman out and left. And the catcher makes his first put out in the outfield of the season. Rodriguez Costa 3 walks today in as many plate appearances. He just came around to score twice and walked in a run. Ground ball to Santana. Tough play, but he fields and flips to Ratterman, who prances back to the mound. 2 away. You love to see that hustle there by Rodriguez Costa. And great hustle there by Ratterman, too. It looked like Santana was close enough to the base to take it himself. Thought he was going to do so, but decided to flip to Ratterman. Heads up play by covering, especially in a game where you're down 14-1. You're just paying your dues. Ratterman is not a pitcher by nature. There's a strike on 3-0 to Alasko. On the outside corner now. Count is full. And he gets him to pop it up. And it is over here. I cannot tell. It looks like the umpire signaled out. Nice play back there by Barron to end the inning. Ratterman works a 1-2-3 scoreless sixth. And the Red Wings do up in the bottom of the sixth. Ten, 1-2. Due up for the Red Wings here in the bottom of the sixth. Tarp Skunks just giving the relievers 1 inning each. Matthew Fry is the man on the mound now. Bermudez late on the fastball. There's a breaking ball. Swing and a miss from Bermudez, and the count even at 2-2. Swing and a miss. Bermudez down on strikes. Fry strikes out the first batter he faced. Banks hits one hard and lines it to Hogue at second. 2 away. Banks is yet to reach base in this contest, 0 for 3. Called swing. Robinson arguing, I didn't swing, but unplayed umpire said it was there anyway. So Fry's 0-2 pitch is grounded up the middle. Alasko, side-armed throw, picked out over there by Smith casually. And Fry comes in relief and works a 1-2-3 scoreless bottom of the 6th. Red Wings just 3 outs remaining. They need at least 4 to continue play here at McDonough Park. So here's Nolan Smith having a great day at the dish. 2 for 3, 2 runs scored, and 2 RBIs. He's got a walk to go along with it. Struck out in his only at bat that he did not reach base. Ratterman throws a breaking ball. Didn't know he had that. The 1-2. Just missed upstairs. Missed up, missed out, and the count is full. And he walked him.
Started off 0-2, bro.
From 0-2 to a walk to Nolan Smith.
Two balls, bro. Really? What the hell going on with you?
3-0 to Frizzell. Frizzell lined out to the shortstop in his last at bat, swinging on 3-0, up 14-1. Thinking about going yard there. And now the count is full. A 3-2. Foul ball out of play. Another one fouled out of play.
7.
He walked him. Back-to-back walks issued by Ratterman. And the cleanup man, Justin Bremner, steps up to the dish. Ratterman struggling to throw strikes. Bremner 2 for 4 today, 2 runs scored and 2 RBIs. Five Tarp Skunks have multi-RBI games, and Borchardt leads the way with 3. And he walks the cleanup man on 4 pitches to load the bases, nobody out. And even if you're trying to be sportsmanlike, as Ratterman works out of the full and fires a strike, even if you're trying to be sportsmanlike and take a walk here, just take every pitch, you still would end up walking in a run should Ratterman's control issues continue. He's ahead 0-2, though, here to the man of the day for Jamestown. Popped up out in front of home plate. And Barron makes the underhanded catch for the first out. Everybody stays put. Eddie Delansky, pinch hitter for Blake Herman, and he is hit on the first pitch he sees to walk home a run. Ho grounds it to first. Santana goes to second, and Fogg will have no play at first. Ratterman was covering. Run comes home, and the Red Wings get the second out. 16-1 is the score. Things are getting ugly here at McDonough Park. Should the Red Wings go scoreless in the bottom of the seventh, this would be their largest margin of defeat this season. The Red Wings have not been mercy ruled here this season at home.
You sure? I think we have.
That one makes the seats. The only time things ended in a mercy rule here at McDonough Park was when we won against the Doubledays 11-1. Hard hit ball high in the air into center field. Briggs is there, and he puts it away to end things here in the top of the seventh. Get up and stretch. It's the seventh inning stretch. Red Wings up against the mercy rule here in the home half of the 7th. 16-1 the score. Jamison Walsh in the game now. Awkward swing from Fogg. Nice pitch from Walsh. Looked like a fastball all the way until it wasn't. And it still managed to clip the outside corner. The 0-2. Right there. Strike 3. Fogg down looking for the first out. Missed high to Santana. 2-0 on the all-star corner infielder. The Tarp Skunks have an impressive roster. They have 7 pitchers with an ERA under 4, and Jamison Walsh isn't even one of them. The last few relievers they've thrown out there have less than 6 appearances on the season, saving their arms for a more competitive matchup. They have some very important games down the stretch here. And Santana works a walk. Hard hit the other way, and it's up against the wall. Wow, Oppo power. Santana's into third, and Briggs motoring into second with a 1-out double. He has been so good recently, and his hot hitting continues, taking that pitch the other way.
This would be the biggest upset in PGCBL history. If Red Wings came back.
Walsh falls behind 3-0. And he walks him on 4 pitches to load the bases. Bases loaded for Trent Littman. He has limited at bats this year. Walsh fires a breaking ball. It drops in for a first pitch strike.
Bro, your computer don't shut up, bro.
Wave and a miss, and Walsh ahead 0-2. 5 games left for the Red Wings. We play the Doubledays tomorrow at Falcon Park as Littman goes down looking for the second out. Red Wings down to their final out. Walsh, the front door breaking ball, nasty pitch. Perfect tunneling off of his high velocity fastball. Swing and a miss. And when Walsh is throwing strikes, it's hard to hit him. I would imagine, I don't have a radar gun up here, but just by my eyesight, the fastball has got to be in the mid-90s. That one misses narrowly below the zone. Red Wings have 3 home games left on Thursday, on Friday, and on Sunday to wrap it up here. And Costello wraps things up here as the Jamestown Tarp Skunks stomp into Geneva and leave with a 16-1 victory. Thank you all for tuning in here on the broadcast on the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. I have been Jacob Rodriguez on the play-by-play. We will be back here at McDonough Park on Thursday to take on the Niagara Ironbacks. And tomorrow we take a trip to Auburn to play at Falcon Park versus the Doubledays. Again, thank you all for tuning in. I have been Jacob Rodriguez on the call. Take care, everyone.